The creative business that requires imagination and thought still has a large opportunity of growth in the ASEAN market. This year, how does Creative Index Village plan to take on the ASEAN market? Let's go hear the stories of creativity from the manager of this corporation.
Right. And then when we joined the AEC in about 2 years from now, in 2015, January the 1st, then Thailand is going to open up its own domestic market, similar to other ASEAN countries. So after Myanmar and Vietnam, you already mentioned, what is the next expansion plan for Index?
The second phase will be, hopefully, will be the Indonesia and Malaysia.
Yes.
The market is huge, and then we considering ourselves to move, to expand our business all over ASEAN and try to defend, by the first day of the 2015.
Yes, and after that, other potential markets, we have 10 member countries in ASEAN.
After that, we're trying to move, it might not be the same model,
yes.
But we try to, as I told you, it will be like expansion of the business. We're trying to cover all the ASEAN market. One is become a single market, and we try very much to defend ourselves from the higher competition from the Western countries.
Yes.
And also, if we can make it, successfully, we'll try to move ourselves to be like kind of international event, so we can make an event anywhere. For example, we can probably make a pavilion for any nations for the World Exposition.
I see. And for the Thailand's domestic market, who are among your major competitors?
Among Thai, right?
Yes.
At the moment, I will consider like there's couples. One probably the CMO.
Yes.
Right. Those are
and the other one?
Direct competitor, and the rest will be probably indirect.
And what about the non-ASEAN competitor? Which
non-ASEAN?
Yeah, outside ASEAN region, or international competitors?
That would be a lot more, I believe. And those developed countries like UK, like European, like the States, United States, they also have a big event organizers there. So I believe they might as well come to the ASEANs.
Right. Can you talk about some of the talented people at Index and how they're going to be competitive when moving into the ASEAN market? Some examples?
Right. To put it against the AEC, the upcoming AEC, I think the first thing will be the creative people here. I think it's about the manpower here, those people who have a creativity. And the way that the culture, the norm of the company itself is also teach them how to make it more creative. And secondly, to emphasize on the hub of the creativity and also the hub of the animations, we also have a department or so-called like multimedia departments. These people are very much our core strength as well. So because we think that we can make it a lot better than others.
And how animation play the roles in events management today?
Well, nowadays, multimedia animation also involve a lot in the event itself.
Yes.
Because you can see every event, okay, like, for example, for instance, like a normal presentation, like on the board, exhibition board, those kind of stuff.
Yes.
Bulletin will probably be gone very soon. They'll start to use more technique to interact or to draw the interest of the people. To like to remember the content itself, so which actually using the multimedia things, using all the technique things, trying to make it interactive. Those kind of things will become like do play a significant role in the event.
Good Jack, can you talk about the 4D or the 4-dimension technology I saw at the Shanghai Expo, the Thai Pavilion that organized by your company?
Right.
We see quite a lot of interesting presentation. The 4-dimension, even the smell of the Thai jasmine flower. Can you talk about that 4D technology? What's the latest development?
Right. We actually put the 4D technique in the pavilion itself to make it more fun and make it more memorable once the people step out of the pavilion, our Thailand pavilion. And
4D is mean
4D
what?
4D is like visual. You can see it. And then it's more on 3D because you see like in the theater
with the glass
with the glass there, with the special glass. So you see the object is actually
moving.
moving or
Toward.
even come out from the screens.
I saw the durians coming out from
Exactly.
the fruit
Coconut,
market.
everything's right.
And then what?
And then we also have some other stuff like smell,
yes.
and some senses,
Some
senses
water.
like water, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So those we add, more into the 4D.
I see. So is and what's going to be the further development of this technology?
Well, it's quite hard to say at the moment. It's probably will be like at the moment what we use is like the technique so-called mapping.
Yes.
Right. The mapping is kind of you put the picture against some of the
background.
surfaces, but it's actually not a smooth one. So we try to adjust every single visual to make it smooth with that certain surface. We make it more grand. So for example, like what we have done in Myanmar,
Yes.
we use the mapping technique in the event itself. So we map it on the existing structures there to make the event more grand.
You mean the Myanmar Academy Award? Both of them.
Right, because
and
it's the
also
same venue, right?
Unit Day.
Right.
And animation also come into play with this, right?
We didn't use much in terms of animation because of the, as I told you, the market characteristic there is still a little bit back there. So they still use all those kind of cultural kind of performance and then
Conservative.
very much.
But in terms of consumers in Myanmar and in Thailand, so how consumers in Myanmar will be evolving? They will be similar to consumers in Thailand? In your opinion?
I also expect that to happen very, very soon. In next couple of years should be. But I believe because of this AEC, people getting more, of the awareness of AEC. So they're trying to move to make a market penetration in each market. So the most effective tool is still like we have event is one of them. So they're trying to use the event there. So talking about Myanmar itself is not only Myanmar making the event itself, but also like some of the multinational company going there and they organizing the event there as well.
I
so
see.
That's the opportunity.
I understand that Index Group annual sales revenue is about 1,700 million baht
Around that, right?
per year, right? So what will be the overseas foreign revenue when AEC is effective?
We expect 5% this year of the total income
coming from
international session.
especially starting with Myanmar, the first foreign market, right? And to be followed by Vietnam and potentially other countries.
Right.
So, Kun Jack, thank you for joining our program.
Thank you so much. ขอบคุณครับ
สวัสดีครับ
Follow Towards 2015 every Wednesday and Thursday from 10:30 to 11 p.m. on ASEAN TV. And you can also follow us online via Facebook only on ASEAN TV.